Hello everyone, my name is Alya Alma Maula from the School of Business and Management, Institut Teknologi Bandung, and I will be presenting to you my research regarding the effect of the body shop Indonesia's culture towards employee performance mediated by organizational change. So first we will enter the introduction that will address the background issue as well as the study's objectives. Being a multinational company, the Body Shop International Limited has successfully entered Indonesia in 1992 with a franchise system under the license by PT Monica Hijau Lestari. Upon its establishment in the country, the name changed into the Body Shop Indonesia. This company is engaged in the manufacturing and retailing of beauty products where the products in question include but are not limited to skincare, makeup, and fragrance. Even though it was acquired by the world leader in beauty, L'Oreal, in 2006, the Body Shop made sure that their values are held strong and will continue to be the main purpose of this company's continuity. The Body Shop Indonesia, on the other hand, being an independent company owned and operated by PT Monica Hijau Lestari, still fully adopted how the international company worked despite its acquisition. So, the Body Shop has committed to enrich all life on Earth, including those of humans, animals, as well as the ecosystem. So, throughout the years, numerous projects and campaigns have been conducted in support of this cause. Many consumers have become loyal to the brand due to the fact that it is an activist brand. With the rising urgency of worldwide social and environmental issues, more and more groups of individuals have become activists themselves. Locally, the Body Shop Indonesia have stepped forward to combat those issues by also starting campaigns and creating awareness, from giving help to less fortunate children by creating the Sekolah Bisa Foundation, to spreading awareness of sexual violence and even to avoid single-use plastic entirely. The Body Shop Indonesia has even won numerous awards for their outstanding HR department. The company was honored to receive an EOC award as the third best company to work at. The Body Shop Indonesia has also successfully won 3 HR categories from HR Excellence Award, which are Training and Development, HR Transformation, and Retention Strategy. Finally, they have won a glorious award 2 years in a row, which is Best Companies to Work for in Asia in 2019 and 2020. Pre-pandemic, the Body Shop Indonesia's major source of income is from its offline retail stores, because this is where they specialize. Up to 2019, they have been seeing a sustainable and profitable growth in retail sales and number of stores. Although in 2020, when the global pandemic started to develop, the numbers showed a drastic decrease of sales by almost 30% and the shutdown of a little over 10 stores. Now, the Body Shop Indonesia is focusing on the shift to an alternative option, an omni-channel system, and utilize e-commerce platforms in order to sustain in current conditions. Since the beginning of the organizational change to the omni-channel retailing system in 2001, the Body Shop still hasn't shown any significant improvement in their position in the market. Therefore, the effectiveness of the transition into omni-channel itself may come into question. The change might positively impact the company's individual sales and revenue by utilizing digital platforms, but it has not actually been successful in making the Body Shop Indonesia a top brand in Indonesia. Thus, there are 4 objectives to this research. The first is to understand the effect of organizational culture towards employee performance at the Body Shop Indonesia. Next is to understand the effect of organizational culture towards organizational change at the Body Shop Indonesia. Then it is to understand the effect of organizational change towards employee performance at the Body Shop Indonesia. And finally is to understand the effect of organizational culture toward employee performance through the organizational change of the Body Shop Indonesia. Next, we will enter the second chapter that will discuss the theoretical foundations such as theories, frameworks, and principles that underpin the study. According to Pradhan and Jenna, employee performance can be measured by 9 indicators. Those indicators are categorized into 3 groups: task performance, adaptive performance, and contextual performance. The 9 indicators, as previously mentioned, include job role behavior, conscientious initiative, disciplined effort, handling uncertain situations, interpersonal adaptability, handling emergencies and crises, proactivity, citizenship performance, and satisfaction with coworkers. Next, according to Saros et al., there are 7 indicators in order to measure the culture of an organization. As seen here, the indicators include competitiveness, innovation, supportiveness, stability, social responsibility, emphasis on rewards, and performance orientation. To measure and implement successful change in personal lives and professional careers, Jeff Hyatt first introduced the ADKAR model in his book ADKAR, a model for change in business, government, and our community. The abbreviation ADKAR stands for Awareness, Desire, Knowledge, Ability, and Reinforcement. So here we have the research model, or the conceptual framework that will be implemented in the study. As we have seen on the research model, there are 4 hypotheses that will be addressed. The first hypothesis is that organizational culture has a significant influence on employee performance. The second is that organizational culture has a significant influence on organizational change. Then the third is organizational change has a significant influence on employee performance. And finally, the last is that organizational culture has significant influence on employee performance to organizational change as a mediating variable. Next, we will enter the third chapter that will discuss the methodology employed in this research. The research approach that will be used in this study is the quantitative approach. Okay, so the method used is a survey in a form of 5-point Likert scale questionnaires. The population and sample consists of the office employees of the Body Shop Indonesia themselves, with a sample size of 174. The sampling technique used is the simple random sampling, and the data will be analyzed using the PLS-SEM tool for instrument and hypothesis testing, including validity, reliability, significant structural path, R square, Q square, F square, as well as mediation effect. Now we will enter the fourth chapter that will consist of the data analysis, summarizing the results of the survey and providing the summary of the findings. The first part of the questionnaire is the socio-demographic profile of the respondents. As the Body Shop Indonesia's organizational change started in 2021, it has been around 1 year since the implementation began. Thus, this specific question will act as representative data to indicate which participants' responses qualify to be processed. The responses of those who have worked in a company for less than a year will not be taken into account, since it can be assumed that they did not experience a change in the company. As we can see from the graph, only 174 responses will be further calculated. After conducting the test and going through with the PLS-SEM process, all assessments have passed the criteria. Both reliability tests have shown the data to be reliable. Both validity tests have shown the data to be valid as well. And thus, the hypothesis testing has also shown that all of the proposed hypotheses are accepted and significant. So here we can see all of the hypotheses that are accepted. Finally, we have come to the final chapter of this presentation. To conclude, the study has shown that organizational culture significantly affects employee performance through organizational change. As for the implications of the study, this research contributes theoretically, since even though there are an abundant amount of study regarding each individual variables as well as between 2 or more variables, none has combined the 3 variables, organizational culture, employee performance, and organizational change in such a way as this research. Thus, the distinctive point of this paper is that it will apply existing knowledge and previous studies to fill the gap and combine culture and performance with change as the mediating variable. Other than that, the study can be further used as a reference to create a more thorough and comprehensive model in defining the effect of organizational culture towards employee performance. Practically, the findings of this research may help organizations, or specifically the HR department of those organizations, to gain in-depth knowledge regarding organizational change. It may assist them by providing insights about how organizational change significantly influenced the relationship between culture and performance. Organizations may consider the findings of the study before implementing organizational change to their own organizations. That concludes my presentation. Thank you for your attention, and if you ever have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me through my email or send me a text by WhatsApp through the number written on the slide. Once again, thank you for your time. Stay safe and stay healthy.